Retro!
Hello, hello, Dr. Ashen here again. Now, what's small and blue and has the power of 50 games? The answer is, of course, the GamesPower 50, an interesting 8-bit gaming device with 50 built-in games. AAA batteries included. We like that. Now, it looks a bit like what happened when Mr. Game Gear met Miss Game Boy Advance and they had a very good time and they didn't use a condom. Let's see what's inside. Oh, manual. And a very thick manual. It's like a telephone directory because it's in about 40 different languages. Oh, it's been properly translated from the original Chinese. How disappointing. I want to laugh at bad translation. Oh well. What else have we got in here? Oh, TV out cables. These are very useful if you want to blow a very, very small screen up to a big screen and make it look awful. What's in here? Oh, a nice little bag to keep it in, or hide your drugs in, or keep your eyeballs in if they fall out or something. And what's in here, finally? Oh, a lanyard. I must have about 3 million of these things by now. Why do they come with everything? You never use them. Stop making lanyards. It's a waste of the planet. The campaign starts here. Right, let's look at the unit. Feels good in the hand. Nasty little joypad though. Funny chrome effect on it as well. It'll probably wear out. 4 buttons, one of which doesn't do anything, of course, as is traditional. Let's turn her on and see what happens. GamesPower 50 and a man on a jet ski, which is odd because none of the games feature a jet ski. Right, what's the menu like? Aero Engine, Ball Clash, sounds painful. Ball Mania, sounds treatable. Beans Adventure, Big Racing, Birdie Nest. Well, let's just try the one on the top. Hopefully you get to reconstruct Spitfire engines or something. Nope. Oh blimey, it's a bit of a shooter. In fact, it's quite obviously a poor man's R-type. Dun 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 dun, shooty shooty shooty. Dun 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 dun. Shoot some more, bang 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 bang. Avoid the things. No, don't bother avoiding the things because they're just in the background. That's very confusing. Right, that's more than enough of that. Now, to look at some games properly, I'm going to use a bit of internet magic, by which I mean the TV out cables and a video recorder. Right, ready? Here we go. This is Birdie Nest, a game where you have to keep an inanimate bird in the air by using a strange repelling force emitted from a disembodied hand. The further you move away from the bird, the closer the bird gets to the flowers at the bottom, and if the bird touches the flowers, it's game over. The basic idea is to collect eggs and avoid turds, a bit like shopping in the dairy section of my local supermarket. Bob Shoppe. Bob's leaping up and down in anger because the people who made his sign left out the S after his name. Poor chap. Anyway, the idea of this game is to grab items for sale and put them on a strange shelf arrangement at the back of the room. Then people will wander along, pick them up and purchase them. There we go. Here comes a lady, she wants a bottle of green goo, she's bought it, and there she's gone. But the thing is, if you put items that are identical next to each other, the people around here are such ridiculously brainless consumer whores that they'll buy all the same items that are touching each other. Very, very odd. The other odd thing you'll notice is that Bob of the shop here uses the force to drag the objects to him, and then an Inspector Gadget-style arm in order to stretch them out across the room. This means that Bob is both a Jedi and a cyborg, and is therefore a force to be reckoned with. You may have noticed that everything in Bob's shop costs at least $100, usually much more, even the toilet paper. I can only presume from this that everything is loaded with hard drugs. Bob is a very strange and dangerous character indeed. And now it's time for Grass Cutter, a game from the sadly neglected You Have to Mow a Lawn genre. Basically, you have to mow a lawn. There's a load of grass, it's too long, and you need to use your rotary cutting device to make it shorter. You do this by wandering around a slightly dull maze-like garden. Occasionally a little cloud will fly up the screen and make some of the grass grow back. I'm not making this up. This one's called Dangerous Zone, and is probably my favourite game out of the whole lot. Basically, you control a chap with the worst job in the world. There's a load of blocks being dropped from the ceiling, he has to stop them landing on his face, pick them up, and form horizontal lines. As soon as a line is formed, bling, everything disappears. And then you keep going. You can pick the blocks up and chuck them around a bit, dodge and jump, and it's a lot of fun. And if they ever reach the top of the screen, you're dead.
But, of course, you're also dead if one of them lands on your face. Such is life. Last up, it's Sky Mission, where a chap goes on a mission in the sky, but for some reason he's chasing a burning tumbleweed at the moment. Here we go. Right, after being paralysed in a horrifying accident, he's now unable to move, and as a result, he can only move by firing his gun, which has a horrific recoil which knocks him backwards, and upwards, and sidewards, and everywherewards. You have to collect all the boxes with E's written on them. I don't know why, perhaps they're drugs and he's selling them on to that chap from the Bob shop earlier. Each level features more and more crap to shoot at, like funny wasps, and there's that tumbleweed thing again. The problem with it, really, is that you can't move or shoot diagonally. This would be quite good if you could, but you can't, and it ruins it, because you're very, very limited to what you can do. Also, some really nasty sprite flicker going on.
There we are, that's the closest thing you'll get to special effects around here. Okay, in conclusion, this thing's pretty good. A lot of the games are fun, some of them are very rubbish, but a lot of them are fun. Well, actually there are 3 technological flaws with this unit. Flaw the first, the horrible joypad, which doesn't give you very definite control and will sometimes cost you a game. Problem 2, a lot of the games have flickery sprites, which is very off-putting and annoying. And problem 3, the TFT screen isn't actually quite big enough for a lot of the games, and as a result action happens off the sides, which again is very off-putting. But overall, it's kind of like the digital equivalent of Danny DeVito. It's small and a lot of fun, but, well, it's sort of outdated and nobody cares about it now.